Hi, this is Paul Haar from the Saxophonist.org, and I'm here with a review of the dual alto soprano saxophone case from Tortajada. You know, dual saxophone cases seem to be all the rage right now. At a recent NASA conference, it seemed like every third person I saw had some sort of multiple case. So if what you're looking for is something that's going to hold an alto and soprano saxophone, be portable and light, the Tortajada case might be something you want to take a look at. This is a case company, Tortajada, from Spain, that has 3 lines of cases. This is from their fiber line. And as I stated, this is a dual case for alto saxophone and straight soprano with a removable neck. If you're a soprano player who has like a Mark VI or a straight one-bodied piece, this unfortunately won't fit for you, and they don't have another case. As you could tell, one of the pros of the Tortajada is that it is small and compact. It's boasting to be TSA compliant. Now, what does that mean? If something is compliant by the Transportation Safety Administration, basically it means that it fits within the size guidelines of an airline, either as an overhead or as a bag underneath the seat in front of you. It does not offer any, TSA does not offer any guidelines about safety or protection of an instrument or for garments or goods. This is really about space. Also, just because this will fit in an overhead easily or in the seat in front of you doesn't mean that you're not going to run into a cranky flight attendant who's going to insist that you gate check it. So just because something is TSA compliant doesn't mean that it's airline compliant or airline stewardess compliant as well. But space is the key here. Just to show you, this is the Tortajada case, and behind it is a typical carry-on suitcase. You can see it's roughly, in fact, this is my daughter's suitcase. In fact, you can see that it's almost exactly maybe a ½ inch, an inch longer with the Tortajada. It is made of a strong ABS plastic, and it has metal brackets for backpack straps. 3 of these straps are included, and we'll get more into that in a minute, that you can create backpack, or on the front here there are metal loops for a shoulder strap. There are 2 nice full music pockets and Cordura handles that are covered by a leather Velcro wrap. It has YKK zippers as well as a nice Cordura lining around the case. Again, as I mentioned, this is part of their fiber line, and some people have mistakenly said that this is a carbon fiber case. First of all, this is not a carbon fiber case. How can I tell? Well, a few things. First of all, the shininess of the case is exactly like an ABS plastic luggage case that you could buy at your local luggage shop. Second, the price, roughly around $450 for this case. Carbon fiber is like the Rolex of strength materials, and even for this small a size, carbon fiber would cost more for just the materials than it would actually the manufacturing, marketing, and the hardware. Let alone the cost of the worker that goes into it. So $450 for a carbon fiber case, too good to be true. Also, of the companies that are out there, Manning, Wiseman, and the like, that are using carbon fiber, most companies will actually use the design of the carbon fiber. This is a Manning case. You can see the carbon fiber weave right here. This is actually something, it's like having a Timex that's designed like a Rolex. This is a calling card for people. When they see this, they recognize it as carbon fiber, which means it's strong, it's light, and it's generally a custom object. So don't let the fact that the case is part of the fiber line be confused with being a carbon fiber case. Now, I need to say that Tortajada is not saying that this is a carbon fiber case, but it still has a very strong ABS plastic. And why don't we take a look inside to show you what it's made of. Okay, let's take a look inside the Tortajada. We just open up the Velcro leather cover, and I've already unzipped it. You can tell it has a Velcro support so the lid doesn't go flying away. Now, it's a good support, not the greatest support. Watch. Doesn't take much for it to pull away. So you always have to be mindful. How the Tortajada works is that the instruments use the small case diagonally to get out the most space. The padding is strong. I would say it's adequate padding. It's going to protect the instrument. How do we deal with damage in a horn? It happens from interior movement. As you can see, there's no movement. And it happens from outside force being transferred through the case. The ABS plastic should do a good job for moderate to heavy hits. One thing that does concern me a little bit is that the padding is good, and it comes with these little insertable pads that you could customize the fit. But if we remove the alto, you can see there's padding built into the case, but none down here. At its smallest juncture, right there, it's about 1/4 inch of padding. Again, as long as the instrument's not moving and this padding is there, and the ABS plastic, there shouldn't be a problem, but I'd still like to have a little bit more coverage there. These Velcro straps do an excellent job strapping the saxophone in. It does not move. There is movement here, but you can take a garden variety handkerchief and now you have a snug fit. There's ample room for reeds, neck strap, etc. The instrument compartments are separated through what looks like a fiberboard type of insert and has a cutaway for the bell and for the low C brace. The soprano, again, this is for a two-piece soprano with removable necks. If you have a one-piece soprano, sorry, they don't make a dual case that fits that. As you can see here, I can put in a K&M stand, a whole bunch of other things. It comes with 2 bags. This holds a couple mouthpieces. This is holding the necks, and those are removable, can be put anywhere. A couple things that kind of concern me a little bit, not enough to say you shouldn't buy it, but I think that maybe in future versions they should look at. These belts are extremely strong, but if I were to move the belts, you can see that they're not screwed in or sewn in. They are simply just held in place through being attached to this fabric. The fabric is good, the fabric is not great. Just in the case of having this for about a month and doing some testing on it, you can see that there's some wear. Now, why is that important? Probably isn't going to cause a problem. The good side about these removable belts is you can position them elsewhere on the instrument, and you could add more. If you wanted to, you'd probably have to have them made or make them to belt your instrument even better. But as this fabric starts to pill, you're going to lose that tensile strength. Now, that's the other thing. With all this Velcro, your parts are going to get stuck together. So these are things that you want to be aware of. I'd still like to see a little bit more padding, but again, the padding is adequate. It is going to protect the horn. It folds very easily. Again, the YKK zippers are strong. One thing that I would say is, let me show you here on the back. It comes with 3 straps. They're all the same. They're a moderately padded Velcro strap, not Velcro, nylon strap that's adjustable. There are metal rings, so you can make this a backpack, which is going to make it even more portable. Or you could use the strap on the front for a shoulder. Where these straps are good, they're not great. And I would certainly like to see, it's a plastic strap that has a metal bracket that has a good snap to it, but you know how these things work. Something always gets, something always gets stuck and you end up losing the strap. Now, what are the chances you're going to lose both straps while wearing them? Probably not very great. Still, I'd like to see a D-ring here so it attaches. What I would do is, if I had this case, the first thing I'd do is I would hold these in a junk drawer, so if I had a strap that I needed for something I could use it, and then I would probably go out and buy some really good luggage straps and some D-rings from a local camping store and make sure that I had them secure on here. All in all, a good case. To learn more about the dual case from Tortajada and to read a complete review of this case and all of our dual cases, please visit www.thesaxophonist.org.